What's up, everybody, and welcome back to North Pole Retro. Today I want to talk about my Steel Battalion controller and how I ended up picking this up for $60. I have the pedals, came with the game. I got it at GameStop, and I will be fully honest, I got it at GameStop a long time ago. Bought this almost when the game was new. It was probably about 3 months old. Back then it was still pretty pricey. But let's go ahead and get into some of the features on it and talk about what was wrong with it and how I got it so cheap. So first things first, if you've never seen a Steel Battalion controller, there is a actual set of pedals for this as well, but you have your speed control on the side, all of your other switches down on the bottom. There is a control stick on this side for rotation lever, your sight change. There's no triggers on that end. All of your comms buttons, the comm wheel, your different actual other settings that you have inside, chaff, magazine change, weapon controls, washing the screen, fire extinguisher, map zooms, start, ignition, cockpit hatch, and before you die, because if you do die, you go back to the very first level in this game, so make sure you eject if it's going to come down that. But you also have that control stick. There is a trigger on the front, a lock-on button on that side, and the main weapon up top. But I picked this up from GameStop quite a few years ago for about $60. And the reason why is at the start of every mission, all of these switches right here, you actually have to toggle them from the off position to the on position, and then close the cockpit head, hit the ignition, and then actually start. The issue was on the controller was that the oxygen supply system button was not working, and it was in need of repair. And by not working, I meant it didn't exist at all. You can see right there is slightly different color. What we did was we actually took a plastic rod and just super glued it down to the bottom, and then that kept breaking off. So we took a paper clip, shoved it through the plastic rod, and put that down through the other end. That ended up breaking off, so we actually threaded the hole, and right now I have a 3D printed barrel on the side. But that is pretty much, in a nutshell, my first version Steel Battalion controller. You can always tell the first version ones because they had all the green buttons on them, and there is quite a bit of argument on which ones are better. Some people say the second gen ones are better, some people say the first gens. I've used both. Honestly, I find the feel of all of the buttons on the first gen to be better, and the second generation controllers have a better set of pedals. So if you can get a first gen controller and the second gen pedals, I do believe that is the best setup for Steel Battalion. Some point in time we might do on our second channel, might do a game stream of Steel Battalion for those of you who have never seen it. If you do want to see that, leave a comment down below. Like, subscribe, share. We are North Pole Retro. Check us out at our website. Consoles, modifications, repairs. We also do restoration services, and look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks for stopping in, and have a good night.